The Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice, Abubakar Malami, has written to President Muhammadu Buhari explaining his wealth following the calls for his removal over corruption allegations. The minister in the letter informed the president that he owned lucrative businesses before becoming a minister of the Federation. In the letter, Malami noted that he listed 27 properties in his asset declaration form submitted to the Code of Conduct Bureau. Among other things, I own lucrative business ventures of Rahim Hotels and Rahim Food and Drinks, both in Kano since December 13th, 2013, years before the 2015 election that saw the victory of President Muhammadu Buhari as the president, and long before I was appointed to be a minister in the first term, he said. The AGF, who has been under scrutiny following accusations made against him by the suspended chairman of the Economic and Financial Crime Commission (EFCC), Ibrahim Magu, said the law does not preclude him from gaining the fruit of his establishment. He also disclosed that he has commenced legal action against the people who made the allegation against him. Okay, lovelies, and this is basically it for you all. Just look at the kind of confusion we have in the government. These are the people who came to fight corruption. Just in case you don't know the kind of alleged corruption against him, I'm just going to read out the full list for you all. It says, anti-corruption groups in Nigeria have submitted corruption allegations against the Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice, Abubakar Malami, to President Muhammadu Buhari. Their letter was titled Compilation of Corruption Allegation and Abuse of Office. It was signed by the chairman, Civil Society Network Against Corruption. The coalition called for the immediate probe of Malami to ensure a full inquiry devoid of interference. It insisted that there are very strong allegations against Malami with clear evidence and urged President Buhari to act immediately. We have listed this corruption case after painstaking compilation of high-profile corruption cases involving the country's #1 law officer. The president must act without delay, the group said. They told Buhari that his action has been the prospect of determining the future of the anti-corruption campaign in the country. The allegations include the alleged auctioning of the sea vessels holding crude oil seized by the federal government, violating Section 31(2) and 4 of the EFCC Act 2004. The coalition said Malami also authorized the sale of vessels by companies under EFCC prosecution for similar offense of illegal bunkering. This action was admitted by the AGF through his media aide, pleading presumption of innocence on the part of the accused in the case being prosecuted by the federal government through EFCC, the letter read. The minister was accused of twisting the law to shade his family members, corrupt officials and institutions in the most brazen manners. The AGF was blamed for the restatement of Abdulrasheed Maina, the former chairman of the Pension Reform Tax Team, into the Federal Civil Service Commission without due process. Malami was accused of filing for the discontinuation of 25 billion criminal charge against Senator Danjuma Guje without any justification after over 7 years of diligent investigation and prosecution by the Economic and Financial Crime Commission (EFCC). He was alleged to have withdrawn the criminal charges against soldier accused of killing police officer and a civilian in the bid to aid the escape of billionaire kidnapper Bala Hamizu, popularly known as Wadume. The letter recalled that on November 18, 2018, Malami brought a lawyer from his office, Pius Akuta, withdraw a fraud case filed by the EFCC at Lagos High Court against John Abebe, younger brother to late Stella Obasanjo. It noted that EFCC resisted the illegal move in the case before Justice Mojisola Dada on the ground that the AGF has no constitutional power to take over a case filed in the court. The coalition cited withdrawal of a criminal case against the chairman Code of Conduct Tribunal, Danladi Umar, demand for the withdrawal of the cases against Mohammed Bello Adoke, Diezani Allison, Madweke, and others involved in the Malabu oil scandal. Suspension of investigation of alleged fraud in Nigeria incentive-based risk-sharing system for agriculture lending. The AGF was also accused of duplicity of payment of 16.9 million fees to two friends as new lawyers for the recovering of the loot traced to a former head of state, Sani Abacha, after a Swiss lawyer, Enrico Monfroni, who helped in the recovering, was fully paid by the previous government. The minister was indicted for halting the prosecution of former Controller General of Customs, Mohammed Inde Diko, through an alleged suspicious deal between the AGF and the immediate past DSS Director General, as well as shading the ex-custom boss from refunding of $8 million to the government. The group said their investigation suggests that Malami allegedly owns assets worth billions acquired after his appointment. Those lists were Raheen Hotels, worth about 500 million, located at opposite Aminu Kano Teaching Hospital, Zaria Road, Kano State. A property worth about 600 million, located at Ahmadu Bello Way, Nasarawa, GRA Kano, a newly constructed school at the back of Nite at Jesse Phase 1, Biri Kebbi State, worth about 700 million. Others, a property allegedly built by Malami for his son, located at Jesse Phase 2 in Biri Kebbi, worth over 400 million. A mansion known as Abzir Arena, allegedly built by Malami for his second son, Abzir Arena, an entertainment center worth over 300 million with a big plaza and kids playing center and hotel, all combined in one expensive property. Malami was accused of using the official letterhead of the office of AGF to seek support for his son's wedding, and that he encouraged the defacing of naira and other currencies to the embarrassment of the country, and in violation of Section 21(1) and 3 of the Central Bank Act 2007. He was accused of the following breach of COVID-19 protocol and regulation, putting the lives of Nigerians at risk during the wedding of his son. The minister was said to have displayed his unpretentious hatred for the fight against corruption by writing a letter dated 16th December 2016, withdrawing the case of fraud filed against Gosde Orubebe, former minister for Niger Delta, in a case involving over 1.97 billion on the ground that there was no basis for filing the charge against him. The coalition said they believe in due process, which is why we have forwarded this petition to Your Excellency for investigation and action in order to restore the sanity of the core mandate of your administration to fight corruption, which is at the verge of collapse as a result of the alleged abuse of power and office. As a result of alleged abuse of power and office by the incumbent Attorney General and Minister of Justice. Okay, lovelies, and this is basically it for you all. The House of Commotion, according to Senator Engin Naya Abaribe. Just look at the people that came to fight corruption. Corruption is not fighting them. In order not to waste your time, I'm going to leave you all to share your own opinion with me on the comment section. Let's watch and see the way this whole thing we end up with. So let me know what you think, and I will see you all in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye. Bye.